Hello everyone, I am out of my cryogenic rest dubs, and today I want to talk about the worst era to die in today's modern era of social media, etc, etc. From 2020 to now, any deaths that were like that should have been important or taken seriously genuinely were not. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, with social media, we have people being able to express themselves from afar to a lot of people. They can say whatever they want on the internet. They can use dead people's pictures. They can humiliate these people, etc, etc. And that happens a lot nowadays with the memes of people dying. Now, I'm going to talk about two very famous people in this video, as well as others, but those two people will be George Floyd and Charlie Kirk. Now, in 2020, George Floyd was killed, and a lot of people say that he overdosed. The racist people say he overdosed, but everyone knows he died of asphyxiation. And I know that may piss people off, and people may not agree, but whatever, fuck off. So anyways, George Floyd died, right? And people on the internet were shitting on his grave. I mean, they were saying like he was a terrible person, you know, he should have died. People were rioting in the streets for him. They said it wasn't worth it, etc, etc. They were super upset, and they made jokes about him. They humiliated him. They laughed at him. They made memes with him. They every anniversary that came around of his death, they said, I hope George Floyd is doing good in hell. And they were always so disrespectful. Charlie Kirk got head tapped, you know what I'm saying, died. Immediate flood of memes and etc, etc, and people were saying that it was mean and it was bad. Like, what are we doing? Days when people die, I feel so bad for their family and the surviving people that have to see the humiliation they go through. And I'm laughing because it's a little funny because no one really cares about deaths anymore. And the people that do care, you know, like, let me break this down a little bit better. I and a lot of other people like myself was sad about George Floyd passing. It was unfortunate. It was a terrible event. It shouldn't have happened. And there were a lot of people that were sad about Charlie Kirk's passing. Me personally, I wasn't. I mean, it was unfortunate that he died. I feel for his family and etc, etc. But there were people that were bawling their eyes out, etc. And then I could look on Twitter and see him being face swapped with like literal Now, there are so many memes on the internet of, hold on, I lost my train of thought. My cat is rummaging around. Anyways, when Charlie Kirk died, you know, like, no one really took it seriously. People that weren't on the far right conservative side really didn't give a fuck. And I honestly, I can't blame them. You know, I can understand where they're coming from. They never knew this guy, never heard of him. You know, he was famous for going to schools and arguing with debating college kids and trying, you know, push his views out there, etc, etc. When he died, there were a lot of people that were upset, but there were so many memes on the internet. Now it's even worse. They're putting Charlie Kirk's face everywhere, and not in a good way. They put him over Speed's face. They put him over Martin Luther King. I saw one where they put him over like Jesus. It was hilarious because they're just mocking him. And I'm not laughing at his death. I'm not laughing at the suffering that others may have felt because of his death. You know, he shouldn't have died. I don't think he should have died for his views. You know, it's America, right? Anyways, it's kind of funny and sad because nothing's taken seriously anymore. Like I said earlier about the Gooner drive-through guy, no clue what his name is. I know that his car was called the Ghost of the Goon, though. It was like a black Mustang or some shit like that. And it's hilarious because he was being weird, so he was mocked after his death. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care. No one on the internet cared. And you would see so many memes and people use his image like just as jokes, and it was because he was a weird guy, and no one really cares about who dies on the internet nowadays. If you die, you get joked on. Like, this is such an interesting era because there's so many terrible things happening in the world currently, and it's like no one is like, it's funny. Everything is just funny to me, I guess. Like, people are finding humor in literally anything while everything is bad, and I think that's pretty good. You know, a lot of people did not care that Charlie Kirk died, and there were quite a lot of people that did. Same with George Floyd. But you know, it doesn't matter on the internet. You still getting joked on regardless, and that probably will never change. Moving right along to my final addition to this list, which was a very recent passing, which was the Yes King man. His real name was Michael Willis Hurd, and I'm sorry to anybody that is subscribed to me that is just now learning about this from myself. I know it probably hit you pretty hard. I know You may be very upset hearing that news. He had plenty of good memes, a lot of funny sounds on TikTok, and he's gone now. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, streets is treating him better than they treated Charlie Kirk. No bullshit. Like, people are genuinely upset that this man is gone. You know, they're sad about it. And honestly, well, this is a death that I actually don't see people really joking about. It's kind of sad that he's gone. He really didn't bother nobody. You know, he just made gay porn. But that's really all I got for y'all today. I love all of y'all. I'm so sorry for my absence. And I'm gonna put these messages on the screen. These were people that messaged me in my Discord asking where I was. I've been gone very long, and when I saw that, and I actually realized that people are waiting on me to upload, and Can of Chicken and Samurai were both there, like, you know, asking me where I'm at, what the fuck am I doing. Like, if I'm gone, slap me in the face, be like, dude, where are you at? Come back, cause I be tripping, bro. I be thinking like no one gives a shit about these videos, and there'll be so much other stuff going on in life. So, you know, always just leave a comment, let me know, like, if you watch it, like, let me know if you like the video, etc, etc. And I may be rambling. That's just because I'm excited that I'm back. And I love all y'all. I'll see y'all very, very soon.